Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of March 22nd, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. And of course, check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Gemini, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to give you a question or something that Source wants you to go within and think about and consider so you can make a decision that is best for you and your life at this time. With all of that said, let's begin. It's a lot to get out. Okay. All right. Tapping into the Gemini collective now. Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does my twin gang need to know for the week of March 22nd, 2026? What is it that you would like them to consider or think about? Okay, two cards came out. We have the Knight of Cups and we have the Star card. Are you prepared to receive or give a love offer? And then you have what needs to heal in order for you to realize your deepest dreams. Bottom of the deck, you have Temperance. What situation in your life is asking you to have patience and determination? Okay. Why is the Knight of Cups and the Star card here for the Gemini collective this week? Why are these their tarot cards? Tarot cards, plural, of the week. One more shuffle here. Thank you. What's behind Temperance? Two of Pentacles. Okay. You have the Devil. You have Temperance shows itself again. The Four of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor. Gemini, you have a divine counterpart that's trying to come through. King of Cups, Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. The Devil. Why is the Devil here? Why is the Devil here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Devil is clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles. What are you holding on to? You're holding on to something. You have a divine counterpart trying to come through. You're not allowing it through because you're holding on to something. Four of Cups. So you're essentially rejecting the Emperor. Could be an Empress. I don't read body parts. Four of Cups. Why is the Four of Cups here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Cups is clarified by the Three of Swords. The Five of Cups. Oh, Gemini. And the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. Okay, clearly you've had a Three of Swords moment. If you haven't, it's not your reading. Please check another placement. But I've tapped into a group of you. There was some type of communication. Words were exchanged, or you had a moment of clarity. Something transpired here between you and another individual. And from that moment on, you just shut down. You emotionally shut down. This could happen a week ago, 4 months ago, a year ago. I don't know. It's a collective general reading. But the heartbreak, what it caused for you was grief, remorse, regret, sorrow. And again, I feel like it had something to do with communication, text messages, phone calls, something they said to you in person, or again, just some moment of clarity that you had. But it left you in the Four of Cups. So at this time, energetically, you might verbally say, I'm ready for love, or I'm ready for that apology, but energetically, you are not. You are not. So you're holding on to, tell me more about what Gemini's holding on to. I think you're holding on to the grief. I think you're holding on to the grief, and it's an energetic block. Now, grief can turn into a lot of things over a period of time. It can turn into, yes, sadness and anger, but it can also turn into resentment. Tell me more about what Gemini is holding on to here. Let's get one more shuffle. Thank you. You have the High Priestess. You have the Three of Wands. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of that, King of Cups. Three of Cups. Page of Pentacles. I don't even know if some of you know you're holding on to this. Can I get one card on that Three of Wands? It's like you're waiting. I'm waiting for my Prince or Princess of Charming to come in. Again, whether it is a new love offer or maybe it's an apology, if this is like a current or past person that you want back or something like that, and you're wishing, you're hoping for, this is your wish fulfillment, right? I want I want an individual to extend a cup of love to me. Again, whether it's past, current, new, irrelevant. And you're waiting for it. And at the same time, you're holding on to something subconsciously that comes from that Three of Swords. You never really fully healed the Three of Swords. You never fully healed the Three of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? One more shuffle here. I feel like you need to actively work on that. The Sun, yeah, that's the truth. Magician and the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, King of Cups keeps showing themselves again. Maybe someone has a water sign. They're a water sign or they have high water placements. I just saw the Six of Wands. So you have an individual here who wants to come in. They want to ask you out on a date. They want to offer you an apology. They want to reconcile with you. Like, again, I don't know who this person is to you. You are on the surface level waiting to connect or reconnect with this person. But in your subconscious, you're like white knuckle holding on to pain or grief or loss or resentment, either because of what this person did to you or someone in the past did to you. And I feel like you need to work. It's only your advice. This is to go within, right? Are you prepared to receive or give a love offer? The answer, looking at the cards at this time, is no, you're not, because you have not actively worked to heal that Three of Swords within you. And if you don't fully heal the Three of Swords and let go of that pain, your manifestation is not going to come in, or it'll be, you know, it's significantly delayed. Tell me more about the Emperor here for Gemini. Tell me more about the Emperor. Tell me more about the Emperor. I notice on here in the Nine of Pentacles card, butterflies, which usually talk about transformation. So it could be transforming your love life or transforming the connection with this person. The individual in the card is holding a bird. So I feel like this person, that the birds for me are communication. So it's like this person wants to come in and offer you this pentacle. Again, ask you out on a date, ask for your number, get to know you, offer you an apology. It's solid. And your, I'll just call Three of Swords moment is not allowing you to accept it, even though you're waiting for it. Tell me about the Emperor here. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Emperor. We have the World. We have the Knight of Wands. And we have the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Well, yeah, the Page of Cups is the messenger. You have the message and you have the messenger. This person wants to come in. Whether it is to have a new start with you or like a restart, clean the slate if this is a past person, or it would be an entirely new chapter in love for you. This person wants to come in within, I see if I could get timing for you, but I still don't think energetically they can come in if you're holding on to the Three of Swords. So I think this week, if you are prepared for love, you're like, yes, I want reconciliation, or no, I don't want reconciliation, but I want a new person. I think this week you need to start actively working on that wound, or maybe letting go of the resentment that you have. You know, we have a full moon in Libra on April 1st. And Libra is the house of partnerships, marriage, relationships, connections. So, and full moons are about releasing. So maybe what you want to do this week is start gearing up for that full moon and start to release the pain or the heartache or the resentment. Again, whether it is with your current person, that past person, or someone entirely new, you're still holding on to past pain. I'll just call it past pain. That's what needs to be let go of. So this person can come in, you know, new or old. I don't know what they are to you, but anything else Gemini needs to know, and then we'll get you 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Nine of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. You'll be, oh, look at that. King of Swords, Two of Cups, Queen of Wands. I mean, this person, 8 of Wands, within the next 8 days. If you can start working on letting this go, I don't expect you to let it all go in 8 days, okay? I don't know how bad that Three of Swords was. I didn't dive too deep into that. But if you can just start working on it within the course of the next 8 days, you have someone coming in communicating with you. They could be a fire sign. They could be another air sign. Regardless of their sign, this is a soulmate connection. I don't have Empress on the table, but the Emperor's there. So it is a divine masculine, and they're trying to come in. But again, it's going to require you to heal that Three of Swords. Let's get you a couple of cards of advice here. I'll do 2 sets of advice for you. Set of advice here. 3 cards for how Gemini can heal the Three of Swords. How can they begin to heal the Three of Swords? This pain or regret or resentment. We have the Hierophant. We have the Fool. 2 cards came out. We'll take it. The 8 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. Bottom of the deck is your 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. So how can you begin to work on this? The Hierophant. Sometimes the Hierophant could talk about receiving counseling, therapy. You might need that. You might need to join a group, a men's group, a women's group that can talk about these issues. Maybe even just an online forum. I just think your first step here is to get help. It could be do-it-yourself help, you know, where you're starting to look things up online and starting to go within. You can certainly do that. You can turn to a religious leader. If you attend any type of, like, you know, religious group or a church or something like that, synagogue, mosque, you could very well turn to them, or just some type of maybe like a relationship counselor or therapist. I think that's all you need to do. It's just one small step, even if it's just looking things online. I think that's what will start to dispel some of the fears, doubts, and anxieties you have about being vulnerable and opening up your heart again. You definitely have your heart chakra is kind of closed off again, whether you're looking for a new connection or reconciliation. And that's your first step. That's all you have to start doing. But you have to be, you know, authentic about it. You can't just be like, oh, look at me, universe. I'm going online. I'm typing up self-help stuff. You know, bring in my Empress. Like, you're actually 3 of Pentacles going to have to put the work in. But yeah, if you start exploring that wound and trying to connect the dots where it comes from, or just even admitting to yourself that you're still holding on to resentment, and then you can slowly start working on releasing it. But yes, you'll have to do some effort. No magic kind of stuff, you know. No fooling the universe on this one, Gemini. You'll actively have to start doing the work on that. And let's get you 3 cards of advice for when this person comes in. But yeah, that's the Devil, because the Devil is like, you want to hold on to that. You want to be angry. You want to be pissed off. You want to be mad at them. Yeah, anger, it can be a huge block when it comes to your heart chakra. Huge. Whether you want the past person back or not, or you want to reconcile with your current person or not. The Devil wants you to hold on to that anger. Anything that closes off the heart, the Devil's going to sit there and feed. So find ways on how not to feed the anger. Okay, or the pain. Instead, look for ways to heal it. 3 cards on how it's almost like spiritual warfare here, right? We have the Devil, and then you have Archangel Michael here. So this week you get to choose how you're going to feed that 3 of Swords. Okay, deep message there. 3 cards of advice here for how Gemini can deal with this individual when they come in, past, current, or new. How can they deal with them? One more shuffle here. Thank you. You have Judgment. You have the Knight of Wands, which this person was coming in pretty quickly. World to the Knight of Wands, and the 6 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Wands. You have the Empress. Well, now we do have counterparts. 8 of Wands shows itself again, 2 different decks. So within the next 8 days, if you can start working on this within the next 8 days, there's some type of communication, or at least the opportunity exists for you to meet this person. Now, if you're going to do the work, but sit in your house, windows or doors, you know, are closed, and you're not going out, and you're not connecting with anyone online, then odds of you meeting the new person are slim to none. We know this by now. But if you want to start working on this and then connecting with people or getting out there, you know, out into the real world to try to meet individuals. If you're tired of dating apps, I get it. But yeah, within the 8 days, you have a nice connection here coming in. And your advice here is to move towards it, to make the judgment call, to move towards it. I don't know if that means move towards with this person. Does that mean to move towards with this person? I feel like this is telling me explore. Like, explore the connection, re-explore the connection. I say that because the 6 of Swords is it's the second decan in Aquarius, and Aquarius can emotionally detach. So if you're meeting a new person and you're not, you know, fully ready for, you know, to invest your heart because you're still healing it, you can actively work on healing this, but still move forward with this person and have fun and be lighthearted and have some new experiences. But again, you can make the judgment call to do both. I'm actively working on my heart, but this person is of interest. I'm going to take it slow, but I'm going to, you know, get to know them and have a good time getting to know them. You certainly can do that. And same thing if it's a past person. You can continue to work on healing the heart while moving forward with them, or at least adding more joy into the connection, again, if you choose to reconnect with them. Anything else Gemini needs to know in terms of advice? One more shuffle here. Thank you. But I would say to do it from an emotionally detached place until your heart is fully healed. 2 cards here came out. You have the Two of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles, and you have the Knight of Pentacles. Take it slow. Seven of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Tower. Yeah, if you're afraid of getting hurt again, or you haven't fully let go of the pain, I would not stop. I would not allow that to stop you from moving forward, either with this person or the past person. If they're coming around again, this is genuine. You've acknowledged the pain. You're working on it. You're working on the resentment. I would say to allow yourself to move forward, albeit slowly and cautiously. Again, because you're not fully healed. But the opportunity to reconnect with this person is there. Or, like I said, to connect with a new person. But you got to get out there, Gemini. I've been telling you now for a couple of months that you've got love out there on the horizon. And some of you sit in your house and then you text back or you message back to me and you're like, well, I haven't found anyone. I'm like, well, have you left the house? You're like, well, I went food shopping. No, Gemini, you got to get out there. You got to get out there. Take yourself out to the movies. Take yourself out to eat. I don't know if you're, go to a cigar bar. Go somewhere. Try a new cafe. Get, coffee somewhere. Just sit down. Watch the people traffic. You'd be surprised who you bump into out there. Again, what's meant for you won't pass you by, I think is the message here. And you have someone here who will energetically is on your path now and trying to connect with you over the course of the next 8 days. So get out of your house, Gemini. Start working on healing your heart and meet this person or reconnect with this past person. That's what I have for you. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.